What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. DJ Selfie here for Seawolf Outdoors, and I am back down at the lake. It's been about a week. We had a little bit of rain last week, probably about 2 inches, so it's got the water a little bit muddy, maybe a little bit more current. And I am down at the south end again to try my luck on some crappie fishing. Now, I'm probably just gonna stay a little bit close to the launch area. This is the launch area. There's I'm seeing a lot of shad, a lot of birds here already. And the method I'm gonna be using is casting and jigging. What I'm gonna be using, I'm really excited. I got these right here. I don't know if you can see those, but here, let's go ahead and take one out for you. But these are a new bait. New to me. I don't know, there might be some of you guys that are already using this thing, but it looks pretty cool. So I'm going to be using this, swimming it, and also jigging it a little bit. And I've also got some hand ties that I'm going to be trying out. With this water being muddy like this, they might be going after something a little bit more chartreuse or brighter. But anyway, that's what I'm going to start out with today. So wish me luck, and it should be a good day. Beautiful out here. Yeah, it looks like a whole bunch of stuff just sitting on the bottom. Normally that's the shad and the see some fish there, a couple of them, but for the most part looks like everything's just sitting down on the bottom. I don't know what those big blobs are. I guess that's bait, but that's interesting because usually they're all over the water column, but it looks like they're kind of deep. I don't know, maybe this cold weather has got them down on the bottom, but I'm sure with this water warming up a little bit, the temperature is 55, so it is kind of down there, but I'm sure the surface is gonna heat up throughout the day. So I'm hoping that I may have to start out on the bottom today, but I'm hoping that by this afternoon I'll be able to catch some up a little bit higher and in the shallower water. Look at that. God, look at that. Just sitting on the bottom. So the modification of the week is a small spoon that I took the treble hooks off the bottom, and I put that's just a cricket hook right there. I'd probably want to try this with some live bait on it, but today I'm just going to be going with it just like this. This will be something that I'll use down on the bottom, and also I've got a cork if I decide I want to suspend it. But yeah, that's what I came up with this week. That's a threadfin shad color. I really like that color. It's really nice looking. And that's how you rig it. See if it works. Lines in. This spot usually has some fish biting, but I haven't gotten the first nibble, so it might be time to get out of the wind and hit that bridge. I'll give it one more jig, and then I'm going over there. Yeah, I'm seeing, I don't know if y'all can see that. Here, let me make it a little bit bigger. Yeah, see? I'm seeing what looks like bait and possibly the brush tops, but I'm not seeing too many fish here. I think this spot might be fished out. First fish of the day, and it is a good one. Let's see. 13 incher. Been out on the water forever. He was right on the bottom too. All right, guys. So after a long day of driving around, using my electronics, trying to find fish, I've been able to find bait, but haven't been able to find any fish. And that was the first fish of the day, and it is like 2 o'clock. I've been out here for about 3 hours just poking around looking for something, so maybe I'm onto something. Maybe that's just a lone fish, but I'm just happy that I found something. There's hardly anybody else out on the water today. Maybe because the bite has just been so tough, but there's one boat. Oh, there's another fish. And it's a bass. A little spotted bass, but hey, that means that there's fish here. Well, a boat just went by, and it's a guy that I've seen out here almost every time I come fishing, and he was way out here. I'm probably about 3 miles up from the launch, and usually he's not out here this far out. So I guess he had the same idea that I did. Fish are sitting on the bottom. Maybe they're gonna start biting though. It's starting to warm up a little bit. Water temp here is 58, so it's a little bit warmer than it is down by the bridge. Down by the bridge it's about 55, so got a little bit warmer temperature. So maybe that's what happened, is they migrated looking for that warmer water. Seeing a whole bunch of birds over there. Marking a good amount of fish right here, and that's one thing that I haven't been able to do all day. And there's very little wind right here too. Seems like there's a good little wind block, so that's another good thing about this spot. I'm not having to fight the wind. I'm not even anchored down, and I'm just sitting in one spot. Hardly any current either. All right, so finally figured out why those fish are here. There is a huge brush pile somewhere almost in the middle of the freaking channel here, in about 10 foot of water. And there it is right there. It's about 9.5 feet deep, and there's a whole bunch of fish showing. And there's a big brush pile there as well. So I finally got hung up on it way out here. And once you get hung up on those that are really deep, you're not getting it out. You might as well just break your line and tie a new one. Let me show you. I thought the brush pile was somewhere in there, but it's actually way out here. And it's probably a couple. And I just got a bite a second ago, but they're not hitting it now. But there's some fish down there. I just got to figure out what their trigger is. Oh, let's see, I found another one. Whole bunch of brush tops right here. That's in about 7 foot of water. See if I can possibly get this one out. May just be losing another one. That's a fast way to do a loop knot. This is a smaller head, and the hook is bent out a little bit. That might help so I don't get hung up. And that is a little green tube, and it is warming up. Today the high was like 66, and it must have finally gotten to that temperature. And if I can possibly see, it looks like if I just go down about 5 feet, I can stay above it, above the brush pile. See that? Look at all that action right there. So all the birds that were over there have moved somewhere. Okay, I think that's them over there. And this spot seems to have gone cold. May need to go jump to another one. When you put on a new bait, always check it in the water and see how it looks. That one looks really good in the water. I don't know if y'all can see that, but that looks really good. Just got a little thump. May have been the brush pile, but I think it was a fish. Come on, guys, where are you? There he is. Oh, came off. That was a good fish too. And that bite is hard to come by today. Oh, that was it again. This is crazy. I got a question for y'all. What is your favorite jig head size? Mine is 1/16 of an ounce. It seems like that's the most versatile and the best for my the way that I fish, but I hear a lot of people like the 32nd ounce, the 28th ounce is another one. I've never tried that one. I've never even seen it, but might be one that's worth trying. I think this is either a 28th or a 32. So put that in the comment section. What's your favorite crappie jig head size? Well, one thing's for sure, the bite has been really tough today. Still, only those 2 fish, that big crappie and the bass. And I've gotten a bunch of bites, smaller bites, but haven't been able to catch anything. It's amazing how 1 week it's on fire and the next minute it's just nothing. So probably just a couple more spots left. This one and maybe one other. That sun is starting to go down. Maybe they'll start biting. That's what I'm hoping for. But yeah, it's just been real slow. It's best to try to put things into perspective. Way I see it is, in order to have a day that, you know, you're just on fire and you're just catching them, you've got to have days like this where they're just not biting at all. It's kind of the yin and the yang of things, and it's those people who can figure it out whenever the bite is tough. That's what makes a true fisherman, in my opinion. Fish number 2. There's one. That's a good one. Good little tugger. Oh, came off. That'll teach me. Try to boat flip them. He was just barely hooked. And when I tried to lift him up, came off. There's one. Oh, nope. It's a stump.